Opening day morning, when the sun came up, I was in a great spot. We were hunting over muscadines in Henry County in a place where we had seen plenty of deer. The area is a hardwood head that's surrounded by a pine thicket. We had hopes that the deer would move out of the pine thicket down into the hardwoods, picking up muscadines. The deer trails leading into the area had been pounded flat even in the dried dirt. We figured as soon as the sun came up, we were going to be seeing deer. And it wasn't long before we had deer moving all around us.
The three that came down here, I believe, were all mature does, but I wonder where the fawns were. They stopped out here about 80 yards. They were poking around like they're looking for muscadines. I don't think they ever knew we were here, and then they eased on off over the hill. They may be going down to those water oaks. And then this one was over here nosing around, probably for muscadines too, but I think he hit our trail. Last time I saw him, he was going down the hill with that tail up just like that. I couldn't tell what he was at all. There was deer everywhere here for a minute. And we just get one to come back and stand still.
At about 10 o'clock, we decided to give it maybe 15 more minutes. And just a few minutes later, a lone doe showed up about 80 yards away. At first, we could just barely see her through the leaves. She was meandering through the woods, just picking up muscadines and gradually moving a little bit closer. A couple times she'd turn and it looked like she was going to move away, and then she'd turn around and come a little bit closer. Finally looked like we were going to get a shot. The deer is out about 25 yards right here. The big pine tree on the right is my marker. I was waiting for her to close inside that tree. Right now she's at about 18 yards, and I'm fixing to draw as soon as she'll clear that brush. The deer turned here, but the quartering shot was a little bit too steep. Right about here is where I drew. Can you feel the tree shaking? I thought I hit it right. There ought to be a dead deer at the end of that blood trail.
Good shot, Bailey.
Did you hear it go down?
Sounded like it.
I thought I heard it kicking back there. Man, when she turned that one time, I was thinking, man, she's gonna leave, and I was wondering about that quartering away shot. She took that one step back and put her head down, and I thought I had it on her just right. Man, I need to quit shaking. That was neat. I'll bet it took her 10 minutes to get up here. She kept circling and circling and circling. I thought she'd never get here. I shot that for a 20-yard shot, and I think that ought to be about right. Whew. 11:15 at about 10:20 is when I made that shot up at the base of that tree. We are fixing to go see if there's any blood on the arrow. We think there is. Maybe it was right in there, came through here, and I figured as soon as it got in front of that tree, I was gonna let her have it. Then she turned back right there. Thought she was gonna go back, and then she straightened up broadside, and that's where I hit her. Here's the arrow. And it is a mess. You can tell from a long ways off that it is soaked. Look at that. All the way from the tip to the nock. I don't believe that deer is going to have gone far. You can find some blood here. Pretty sure she came right through here and up that direction. We're only 15 yards from where I hit her. I don't see blood yet. Okay, here we go. All right, I've got blood for sure right there. It's just a matter of whether she turned here or got up on that next terrace. No, here's blood right here, so she's coming this way. Here. Here. That deer went about 80 yards. We've got one down. It's a doe, a nice one. All right, Georgia Outdoor News scored on the first time out. We're in Henry County. It's about 11 o'clock. 45 minutes ago, Daryl and I were up in the same tree, and this doe meandered in. It took her 10 minutes, I guess, picking up muscadines. I finally got about a 20-yard shot. Hit her a little high, but angling forward, it went right through the engine room. She only ran about 80 yards and went right down. It's probably a 1.5 year old deer. She'll probably dress out about 70 pounds. But it's a good one for opening day. In a minute here, we'll go head over to Hillsman's Cooler and see what else folks have been doing today. Can you believe this?